Okay, so there's a couple of different ways to approach these problems. What we did on Friday was we set them up as proportions. So it would be A to B, so 1 to 2 equals, let's see, this would be 1, this would be 2. So y over 12. Then you can cross multiply, you'll get 12 equals 2 times y, 2y. You will move this over by division. So divided by 2, moves it over. You'll end up with y equals 6. So y equals 6 for this one. Now, again, if that's one way. The other way that you can notice is that you can fill in some boxes. If we are doing 1 to 2, blank times 2 equals the 12. It kind of works the same way. So that would be y times 2 equals 12, and it's division, so your answer is still 6. So there again is several ways that you can kind of check your answer. But I'm going to show you and make sure that you get the answers in both ways. So again, our scale factor is 1 to 2. So 1 over 2 equals, and I'm comparing this to this. Well, since this is my bigger one, that is my unknown, and the 5 is at the top. So I cross multiply. 1 times x equals 2 times 5. 1 times x is just x. 2 times 5 is 10. So my answer is 10. So the two answers that you're going to have is 10 inches and 6 inches. All right, we're going to try the next one. And this one is 1 to 3. Pin 1 to 3 equals, and if I'm solving for this, my smaller one is y, so it goes on the top, and the bigger one is 9. So I'm going to cross multiply. 3 times y equals 9 times 1, which is 9. 3y equals 9. I'm going to move this 3 over with division, so I divide it by 3. Y then equals 3, and in this case it's feet. So y equals 3 feet. Okay, we'll try the next one where still dealing with our scale factor of 1 to 3. It should be proportional to x and 4. Now the 4 is in the smaller one, so it goes at the top, and the x is on the bigger one, so it goes on the bottom. Going to cross multiply. This is 1x equals 3 times 4, which is 12. Divide by 1, x equals 12, and it'll be feet. So you'll make sure that you put 12 feet. I will quickly show you that you can check that work pretty easily. 9 and 3. 3 times 9 equals 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So yes, that does work. All right, let's see. I need to get this going. We're going to do 3 and 4. All right, so my scale factor is 4 to 1, and in this case it is shrinking. So 4 to 1 equals, I'm going to put the 20 with the x. So the 20 goes on top, the x goes on the bottom. I'm going to cross multiply. 4x equals 20 times 1, which is 20. I'm going to move this 4 by dividing by 4. X will then equal 20 divided by 4, which is 5. And we need to make sure that we have 5 yards. Now, I wish I could erase this part. But if our answer is 5 yards, I will state that you can check that by doing 20 does. See, this is the 1 side. So I have to get it to the 20 by multiplying it by 4. So does 5 times 4 give me 20? Yes. 5 times 4 will give me 20. Same thing. This one's going to be a little different because we're going to use our calculator. We may end up needing to use our calculator. So let's see how that goes. We're going to have 4 to 1. Okay, in this case, it's 10 and y. 4 times y is 4y. 10 times 1 is 10. Now I've got to divide both sides by that 4. Y will equal 2.5. So your answer will be 2.5 yards. Okay, continuing. Let's see, where's there it is. All right. So scale factor of G to H is 1 to 7. So I will have to write down the same thing I've been doing. 1 over 7 equals, solve for y first. So the 1 is the 2. The unknown is the y. We're going to cross multiply. 7 times 2 equals 1 times y. 1 times y is just y. 7 times 2 is 14. So my answer is 14 inches. Okay. I don't know why I have a decimal point. All right, we're going to do an additional one. I'm hoping that you're starting to see some of the commonalities and you're understanding why we were doing cross multiplication for as long as we did. So our scale factor is 1 over 7, and we're going to put the x, which is the 1, it's the little one, and it's still sticking with the 7. That's going to be interesting. So 7 times x, that did cross multiplication, equals 1 times 7, which is 7. I'm going to move the 7 over with division. That inverse, 7 divided by 7 is 1. X then equals 1. So that answer will be 1 inch. All right, I'm hoping this is making sense. You're going to have to do the backside on your own, and we'll go over the answers as soon as we can. This is why we kept worrying about how to do the cross multiplication. So our scale factor for this one is 5 over 1. So let's see. That will equal, the big old number is 35. And the smaller number that goes with it is the y. So I'm going to cross multiply. 5y equals 1 times 35, which is 35. I'm going to move this 5 over with division. And y will equal 7. Yeah, 35 divided by 5 is 7. So there we go. That'll be 7 in its feet. All right, next one. You will be doing, my cat is getting ready to come over here and drive us crazy. I apologize. Scale factor is still 5 over 1 equals, and now I'm solving for x. So the x goes on the bottom because it's the littler of the two shapes. It goes with the 3. Oh, this will be interesting. So I'm doing cross multiplication. 5x equals 1 times 3, which is 3. So x is then going to equal, I got to move the 5 over with division. It's 3/5. So I'm going to grab that calculator, I hope. Oh, don't have a calculator. So I'm going to grab this calculator that I just happen to have. And I'm going to do 3 divided by 5. 3 divided by 5 is 0.06. So my answer will be 0.6 feet. Oh, my cat is in the way. I'm so sorry. Doing our last one. Go back over here. And let's see. Our scale factor is 8 to 1. So 8 over 1. My little one is y. The big one that goes with it is 8. Well, then I cross multiply. 8y equals 8. If I'm dividing both sides by the 8, y then equals 1. So you'll type in for y is 1 yard. That'd be the second one. And that is x. So it's still 8 over 1. But my little one is x. And the big one is 88. Ooh. Going to do cross multiplication. 8x equals 1 times 88. It's 88. In order to do this, I'm going to divide both sides by 8. That means I have x over here. And 88 divided by 8 is 11. So that answer is 11 yards. Now you are to practice the other side on your own. It will probably be collected, gone over. You're supposed to ask questions. Make sure that you are engaged in practicing the strategies that we have shared.